Hello traders, very good afternoon and welcome to the episode 70 of Post Market Analysis. Current time is 5:18 p.m. IST. And, before I share today's analysis, just let me go through the disclaimer that trading involves substantial risk and not suitable for all investors. And whatever information I'm sharing is for educational purposes only and cannot be used for any trade-related activity. With that, let's quickly look at the how the auction developed today. Let me quickly share my screen and let's first go to the daily chart. And what currently I'm seeing is the 200 EMA is acting as the level of support, and this the 20 EMA is acting as a level of resistance. Plus, we are having a sort of one-time framing up since the last 3 days. And apart from this, what else I'm seeing is there are stop losses that are being built here, which are okay, which are being built here. Okay, so higher the odds that I'm expecting it to clear this all the stop hunting, because what has happened on the budget days, it was more of a liquidity crunch or a liquidity hunt type of a day, wherein the auction went low, or auction always goes lower to find buyers. Buyers started to step in, and now buyers are currently winning the auction, and they are the auction towards the high. And now, as the auction is moving higher, it is trying to find new sellers. And I think these are the areas where it will be finding a lot of liquidity, a lot of stops, which are getting. So with that, let me quickly jump to the daily chart, and so the volumes today, they are not, they are not as per the, they're not as per the compared to yesterday. They're not, that good. They are less than the average volume. That is one data point which I have. Plus, today's high, I was expecting it to cross the, budget session high. That's did not happen. So let's quickly jump to the market profile chart. Okay, sorry. So it did go above the budget session high. Some Oh, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, sorry. This was the I thought this is the budget high, but this is okay. So yeah, sorry for that. And what I'm seeing here is the references which I carry forwarded for observing the market profile charts for the yesterday's high, okay, then this single print zone and the gap low. So there was a gap up opening yesterday. It was a very small gap, and so what I was expecting earlier was so it will try to go high. It will try to go high, and this is where I expected around this G2 high, wherein the sellers would try to step in. So this is the trade location where I entered. I shorted calls, and actually I was targeting the day low, that is today's low. Then the second target was the yesterday's point of control. The third target was the single print zone. Okay. So neither the day low got touched, neither the POC or neither this got touched. Okay. So this indicated that today again, whenever the auction was trying to reach within the yesterday's range, buyers were again trying to step in, and they were trying to take the auction higher, to basically search for the stop hunting. Okay. Now if you see where the auction is stopped today, the auction is actually stopped today around the single print zone. Okay, so this was the earlier single print, and this single print is still left. And one more thing, which what I'm seeing is there are clustered highs. So there are stops which are built around these zones. So I'm expecting this to clear. Plus, today, if you see, the close is also bullish. Yesterday's close was also bullish. Today's open was within the HVN, so this is the HVN, and it saw sort of rejection, and then it was quickly moving out of the range. So today the open inside range, but it was showing low selling confidence, and it was showing high buying confidence. Okay. Another reason is when this thing happened, when the auction was seeing an exhaustion here, and when it was trying to go down, it was trying to enter within yesterday's range. A lot of weak hand players. I would say I was also one of the weak hand players. Where so once the auction reached here, and there was no follow through, which was seen. So this did not happen. What I did is I actually booked my profit around the high. So I shorted around, I would say around here, this level, and this is where I exited. So overall, from the profitability perspective, so I made about 3.5% today, 0.5%, so 45 point move. So I sold options. I did not traded futures. But if I traded futures, it would be around 45 points. And yeah, so let me clear this. Let me clear this. So one of the references which I'll be carrying forward for tomorrow is this high, because there are clustered highs. Plus, I'm expecting it to reach the point of control, the point of control of the 29th of January. And there we, so I'm also expecting it to clear or it to reach the all-time highs. So these are the all-time highs. Delete this. What I'm expecting is, what we have seen here is a lot of time, sellers were trying to, sell the auction. So there are again a lot of stop losses, that are getting built. And what I'm expecting is, around the same level. So we will be reaching the same level. Okay, so we are not that far away. This is 12,000. This is 12,400. Okay, so another 400, I would say 410 points is what I'm seeing. But first, we need to clear the stop hunting from this level, and then there are stops which are built at this level. Okay, so I need, so first the auction need to clear this, then we'll be expecting a sort of balancing. Then again one more down move, again some balancing. We see one more up move, again some balancing. So that is what I'm expecting for the entire month of February, and then some good movement will become on the upside. But you may never know. There is one more thing which I wanted to share is of tomorrow. So tomorrow there are two major events happening. Okay, first is it's expiry, and second, which is very important, is there is an RBI announcement, policy announcement. Okay. And I don't know whether they will be reducing the repo rate or not. I don't know, but higher I'm thinking from probability perspective or odds based perspective that they will not be reducing it. They will not reduce. They will keep it intact. So what will happen is those who were went long, again the market will see some sharp down move. Then we'll be seeing some sort of balance. Okay. So this is what I'm expecting for the coming couple of sessions. I don't like to predict, but I'm just looking at the data and looking at the data points, and there is this one small anomaly. So higher the odds that this small anomaly will get tagged. Okay, and the second major anomaly which I'm seeing is this clustered highs. Okay, this clustered highs is what I'm seeing. That is a very big major anomaly. That's what I'm seeing in Nifty. Now let me just jump to Banknifty. So on Banknifty, similar to Nifty only, the 200 day moving average is acting as a level of support, and as it reached the the 20 EMA, so the 20 EMA 30,000, I would say 50. That's where currently it is acting as a level of resistance. Again, there are some clustered highs. So at this clustered highs, okay, and this clustered highs. So plus this was a pretty big down move. So Bank Nifty has a pretty long run to go to reach the clear this high compared to Nifty. Okay. Now let me just daily chart again. The volumes are also supporting. Okay, and if you see today's high is pretty poor, just a few ticks away from the high of the 31st of January. And the point of reference which I had today was the yesterday's high point of control, prominent point of control. And what has happened is the so this is today's open, and the it was seeing a sharp rejection, and it started to balance around the prominent point of control. Okay? And then it was just trying to reach. So I was actually keeping a monitoring reference of the budget day high first of it. So what has happened is it did not reach this level. In the C period, did not reach this level, and it was more of an exhaustion was seen in the C. I think in the D period is it was a good trade location to short with the first target of the today's low, which was achieved. Okay. So this was achieved, and also there is a single print zone which is was not. So I was expecting to reach this single zone, but it did not happen. But what had happened is the prominent point of control acted as a level of strong support. Okay, the demand started coming in, and it was just like a short covering rally. So tomorrow, what I'm expecting is to first of all clear this weak high, or this week, and then we'll be seeing some sort of balancing. Okay. Plus another data point which I'm seeing is, if you see the 30th of January, this was open equal to high type of a scenario. There were a lot of single prints. So right now, if you see the 31st of January on the today's session, 5th of February, plus there was a balance here which happened on the 1st of February, small balance here. So overall, if you see, it is all in the same. So we need to see whether this single print zone is intact or not, or else what we'll be seeing is we'll be seeing some sort of balancing. So that is what I'm seeing or expecting Banknifty, and we are back in the range. So just understand. Okay. So what I'm seeing is, yes, the volume point of control is acting as a level of support. Yesterday it also acted as a level of. So this was a sort of a retest, and the auction, it has reached the value area high. So tomorrow, this is the single print zone. So this is the balance side. We need to see whether the auction reaches high, and whether it comes back within the balance or within the range. Okay. If it comes back, then my first target will be this point of. Plus, other thing is, did this rise in price, volumes are, pretty stable. Volumes are pretty stable. Not much movement is there. Yeah, so that's what, I'm currently seeing from the dynamic volume profile chart. Okay. And with that, I would like to, end today's session and would say thank you. And if you are not my subscriber, I would request you to please do like, subscribe, and press the bell icon, so that you get notified whenever I'm posting a new video. Okay. And let's see how the auction develops tomorrow, and what's in it for us retail traders. Okay. Great, thank you. And also please do feel free to comment, share your comments, so that I can understand, or it will be better for me to understand whether I'm helping my efforts, or guys to understand, or whether my post market analysis videos are helping. So thank you, and let's again connect tomorrow. Yeah, bye for now.